I decided to do a video review of my Savage Model 12 LRP, which is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Basically because before I bought this gun, I went to YouTube to look for videos and I couldn't find any. So I thought, if I do buy this gun, which I have, I'm going to do a video review. So I will show you some of the things that I like and some of the things that are just very slight issues. But for the most part, I love this gun. I got a chance to take it out and shoot it today for the very first time. It's the most accurate gun in my gun case, so I really can't complain. Let me switch some camera views here and I'll give you some close-ups of some of the gun and show you what I like about it. I think on this gun the first thing I would have to talk about is the trigger. The trigger is very, very light, very crisp. It's a nice trigger, and if I could, I'd put it on every gun I own. I've never seen it in a rifle, but this trigger actually has a safety in it, almost like a pistol. You have to depress this safety first before the gun will fire. It's very nice because with such a light trigger, if you just barely bump this gun, it would fire. So it's definitely a nice safety feature, and I absolutely love it. The next thing that I like about Savage bolt action rifles is how the barrel is assembled to the receiver. Actually what they do is you open the bolt, they put a head spacing gauge in, close the bolt, and then they screw the barrel down until it meets the headspace gauge. That gives you perfect head spacing. And then the barrel is locked down with this here locking nut. Perfect head spacing. Any other bolt action rifle that I know of, you would actually have to put your barrel in a lathe and use a chambering type of reamer to chamber the gun. It's very, very complicated. I think anyone with a certain degree of mechanical skills could probably, with the head spacing gauge and the lock nut wrench, could probably change a barrel on a Savage in 15 or 20 minutes. I think it's certainly in my skill range, and so that's one of the things I liked about the Savage, was that I felt like if I ever needed to change calibers, I could do it myself. I wouldn't have to send it to a factory or a gunsmith. And actually the bolt on this gun, which this gun is chambered for 6.5 Creedmoor, it's the same bolt as a 308 rifle. So all I would have to do to convert this rifle to a 308, basically unscrew the barrel, get a 308 headspace gauge, put it in the chamber, turn the barrel in, lock the nut down, and this gun is a 308. I think that's pretty cool. One of the things that I have to show you is the barrel. This is an impressive hunk of metal. This barrel is, let's see here, this barrel is 1 inch at the muzzle. And this gun is very heavy because of this very heavy barrel. The gun weighs, with the scope, it weighs about 14 pounds. And that's about like carrying 2 AR-15s at the same time. I think one of my ARs is about 7 pounds, but this is an impressive barrel, impressive profile, and people really, really like it when they see it. Here's a shot of the safety. This is a 3-position safety. All the way back, won't fire, bolt won't open, bolt's locked. Up 1 position, still won't fire, the bolt will now unlock. Up all the way up, fire. Pretty standard. This is maybe the only area of the gun that I found to be a little out of tolerance, and that's where the rear of the receiver meets the stock. As you can see, what I can do here, I can take the end of my caliper and I can actually fit it down between the stock and the back of the receiver. I can't do it on the other side. On the other side it's much closer. It's really cosmetic, doesn't affect the accuracy of the gun. But if I'm going to point out a flaw, that's really the only one that I can find. The rest of the gun is pretty good. This was my target for today. This is 11 of the first 13 rounds through the gun. I was shooting at 150 yards. A little windy today, but not too bad. This was my first shot on paper, and from there I was able to adjust down to here and then up to here, just on the edge of the bullseye. This, believe it or not, is a group of 8 shots, and that group is .8, I believe, which is just under 1 inch. Let me see here. Actually about .75, 3/4 of an inch at 150 yards. I'm very pleased with that. The rifle's shooting great. I can hit the bullseye every single time at that range with confidence. Well, I guess in conclusion I would say that I definitely love this gun. It's very, very fun to shoot. Belongs on a bench. It's a target gun, that's how they advertise it. It wouldn't be great for hunting just because it's so heavy. I guess if you were in a stationary position with a good rest, it would be real fun to varmint hunt with. Deer hunt, it could handle all of that. You just don't want to carry it around all day. But at the range, it's impressive. I think everybody's going to be having their eye on me while I'm shooting this, and I'm very happy with it, and I'm sure you will be too if you decide to buy one of these.